Hey folks, it's me, Michael, coming to you together with coming to you again with another journal entry. This was the entry from October 8th, 2024. I entered it at 11:59 p.m. and so it was titled "A Roller Coaster Day." So today was that day, or it's yesterday, and today was certainly a roller coaster of a day. I woke up later than I wanted to yesterday for work. I woke up early enough to make it to work, but later than I wanted to. And I was in such a nice, restful, peaceful, comfortable sleep. It was almost a half hour later than what I wanted to. And so, at that point, even though I was grateful for the restful sleep, I started to get anxious, thinking I might be late to work. But then I realized I had time to make myself, still, even though I got up late, I still had time enough to make my breakfast. And what a good, complete, wholesome breakfast I had. Some eggs and toast, and a cup of coffee. This year's tea, this is for another episode. Anyway, so once I realized I had that, my belly was full. The anxiety of getting up later was going away because I was going to work, getting to work on time, and things were okay. So it started calming down then. Now, during the second hour of work yesterday, I start work at 10, about 11:30 or so. I started to get such nasty pains on my leg. On my right leg. The good one that I got. That pain started in my knee, shot down my shin, and shot up my leg, my thigh, right into my pelvis. I could feel it in my pelvis. And then it floated onto the other one. And I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what it was. I've never had that before. It hurt to stand up. It was just so painful. And I thought, man, I gotta be here for another 8 hours in my wheelchair, in the workroom, working at work, which I'm supposed to do. But I didn't know if I was gonna make it for the whole day. And if I made it for the whole day, I don't think the doctors would have been open by then. And consequently, if I had to leave early from work, I'd get penalized. And I didn't want to get penalized. Fortunately, I was able to sign up and get what we call at our job voluntary paid time off, PTO. Or I'm sorry, VTO, voluntary time off, VTO. So within the next hour, so I went on my break, I came back after the break, and they offered me the VTO. And I was like, oh, a feeling of relief came over. Sorry, it's like what a feeling of relief came over. Pain, the excitement, the anxiety of the pain started going down because I was able to get out of the room, out of my chair, and put my legs up. Because you know what? The other one, the stump, started bothering too. So I was able to put them up and relax my legs. Relief. You know, back up another roller coaster hill. So far I've gone up the roller coaster hill. I've got down the roller coaster hill, now I'm going back up the roller coaster hill. It's starting to get late. Absolutely covered the pain. Nothing covered the pain. I was able to take a good nap, my legs up, and the pain seemed to subside afterwards. So that was definitely a blessing. Right back down into the roller coaster station, we'll say. I'm getting some notes out of here off of what I wrote in the journal. So let's see. Yeah, it was so painful. I felt like I wanted to cry. Now, as many of you know, and this will be on the YouTube channel, so check it out afterwards, but as many of you know, I coordinate the homecoming parade for our Coalfield Community Homecoming Parade here in Coalfield. Yesterday, 4 days before the parade is, which is this Saturday. And by the way, we will be going videotaping. I will post here, maybe in the comments. I'll post on here the link to watch the podcast. It's going to be broadcast on my friend's podcast. So we'll post that somewhere, maybe in the comments or whatever. And if you want to join, you can watch. It steps off at 11 o'clock. Probably on Facebook anyway, but I'll find a link. So, started to find out that quite a few groups that I invited to come, that was going to make my parade awesome. We had a General Lee coming. We had all kinds of things coming. The state police was coming with a couple units. Anyway, most of these had to back out because of Hurricane Helene, and I understand with my whole heart. But when you suffer depression, apparently, I didn't know this until now, that a minor setback like that can set your emotion anxiety right through the roof. So it started to. However, it did seem like through the rest of the day that the folks that were calling out, the spots were being replaced with other folks, with other parade entries. So we had the tough task of the roller coaster going up, depression, anxiety to go along with it. When we peaked, down the next hill. Such a roller coaster it was. I can't tell you how often my blood sugars went up and up and up and up and down. And down and up and down and up and down. My anxiety up and down and up and down and up and down. Then finally, I want to share this. I've been a New York Mets fan my entire life. Die hard. I love my New York Mets. And for the first time in quite a few years, our Mets were advancing. Were progressing further than they have in playoff time. And they have not won a World Series since 1986. So last night, kind of sort of watched the game, not really watched the game. We listened and watched the stats go on the internet or whatever. But it turns out this was game 3. They won game 3. Well, they won game 3. So that made the record, or I should say the series score for the division playoffs, was that the Mets had led 2-1. When I heard they won, yes, thank you, Mets. So anyway, so that was another good feeling. This anxiety is for the birds. I'll tell you that. I hope it goes away. Anyway, that brought that little win that sent us on, brought me a little bit of hope and a little bit of light. That's something good. As insignificant as it is to be talking about baseball that way, a good was on its way. And I always know, though, the days that I hit rock bottom, can't go any further down. All I can do is go up. Hey, thank you. Have a great day.